Alright, here's day 4 of Johnny Candito's strength control program. Something I've added to the program is snatches. Snatches is a way just to warm up. Nothing heavy, just a way to improve my shoulder external rotation and get my back muscles activated. One of my biggest problems is having good shoulder flexibility. It freaking destroys me on the squat and it destroys me on the bench after a while. I know it runs into problems. So here we are, starting first with strength control, doing some Spoto presses. And just in case you're not familiar with what a Spoto press is, essentially all you're doing is you are positioning the bar so it's as close to your chest as possible before touching, and you're pausing right there momentarily before going the opposite direction. So here's a different angle so you can see. It's named after Eric Spoto, bench press world champion, freaking beast. His 700 plus bench press. I remember I saw this video of him doing 315 for like 30 reps or something. It was crazy. And I'm just getting used to this movement. I've never actually incorporated it into my program. And here I am. This is I think 215. And surprisingly enough, for 6 sets of 4, which is what the program calls for, I'm finding that this feels pretty damn good. It's 6 sets of 4. The 4 reps feels about what I would be doing 6 reps touching to my chest. So next week I have a pretty good feeling that when I do regular chest workout on Tuesday, I'm going to be able to crush and hit probably 245 for 6. But we'll wait and see and find out. And I kind of jump around in weights. This is 215 again for a second set. And I drop down in weight to 195. And my shoulder's feeling kind of funky. So I kind of play it a little bit safe and focus on just making sure my technique stays solid. I want to prevent the bar from veering back and forth. If the bar goes back and forth or kind of goes side to side, it just means that there's a lot of weakness and a lot of instability, and over time that's going to lead to problems. Again, trying to prevent problems. So 195 felt too light, so went back up to 205. And I really like this exercise. I'm feeling back in the groove for bench pressing. Bench pressing is a fairly decent strength for me as far as reps. Maybe not necessarily for like heavy weight, but for reps I feel pretty strong about it. And yeah, it feels pretty good. I have to say that this is probably one of my better bench sessions, second bench session of the week. I haven't really benched heavy in a while, and I'm so glad that my shoulder's feeling better. Now this was hell of a challenge. I felt like shit on this exercise. The program calls for a back exercise where you pause and hold the weight at full contraction and hold for about a second. It doesn't say the time, but you're supposed to pause. That movement felt weird, so what I'm doing is I'm stretching my chest with the band. And I'm doing this because I kind of want to, I'm challenging my flexibility, because essentially what I would like to do is hold the bar to my stomach, to my abdomen, and pause there, but I'm finding that I can't even do that because my chest is so tight, because the weight is not even heavy. It's just that I can't physically hold the bar there. Well, I can hold a barbell there, but I can't hold anything above that, it seems like. So I would like to be able to hold a reasonable amount of weight on my abdomen while fully contracting my shoulders. So I'm just using this band here. I kind of tie it up to make it a little bit tighter. And as I was doing it, it felt a lot worse than it looked, because it actually doesn't look that bad. The form doesn't look too bad, but that position is very hard. It's only 115 pounds, so this just feels like not enough weight to really do anything. But again, I'm challenging myself in a different way. I'm teaching myself to, again, control the weight and control my body and just activate muscle fibers I've never activated before by doing this program. So I'm really just trying to stick to it, even though I'm not exactly excited to do it. It's kind of a different kind of challenge. Pausing, contracting, and just really trying to push through it. Actually, I increased the weight a little bit, but the problem is the bar is just having trouble going all the way up. So not only am I fighting the weight itself, which is gravity and the weight, but I'm also fighting my own flexibility with my chest. But the whole purpose of this program anyway, for me following it, is to challenge myself in different ways so that I can get better. So no matter how certain parts of the program may be too challenging, I'm going to go ahead and push through it. Here I try to do some seated row with a lightweight, and it turns out pausing with a full contraction, even with like 75 pounds, feels miserable. I mean, I just feel like I can't do it. It's like doing overhead squats or front squat, or basically front rack. It feels impossible. Anyways, finishing up the workout with some shoulder presses, overhead press. Supposed to do a set of 8. And I just hammer out 135. Really just trying to strengthen my shoulders. And it says to do 1 set of 8, and I freaking grind through this set of 8 because this shit was pretty hard. And even though I was only supposed to do one set, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm gonna do another set. I decide that, you know what? If I can handle some more volume, I'm gonna add a little bit in there. So I go ahead and hit a set of 5. One of my big goals with overhead pressing is to be able to do a 225 strict press. I'm pretty far away from doing that, but the most I've ever done is 200, but even then, it takes some building up. So anyways, if you like my video, please click like. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Be sure to take a look at my other videos here. You see in the links above, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thanks for watching.